So in this example, we're going to look at how to go and create a tile map in Godot. So we've got a partial example already here. So we'll just get this game loaded. So if we have a look here, we've got a tile map layer which has these base tiles from a tile map that we've inserted. And if I go and run this level scene, we can see we've got our level. It's got a few extra features, but we're not going to worry about everything here. So we can play through. And it's also got a win state. So, tile map layer is our key object here. But there's another set to it, which is called a tile set. So these are the tiles we're going to use. So I'm going to go and create a new scene. I'm going to make a 2D scene. Let's just call this level example. And I'm going to add a child node of type tile map layer. So there's an old version which is depreciated, which we don't use anymore, but we use tile map layer. So if you've got multiple layers, so backgrounds, foreground, you have a separate tile map layer for each. So I'm going to add that object on. On the right hand side, there's no tile set currently. So what I am going to do is I'm going to go and jump into a new browser window. I am going to grab some tools. So I'm just going to kenny.nl and we're going to find a 2D little platformer, or so here's a Pico 8 platformer pack. I'll grab this. Really should support Kenny. He's got some amazing work. So we can grab a whole bunch of individual tiles if we want to, or we've got our tile map. So I'm just going to grab that tile map and drag it into my assets folder. I'll just hide these other ones away. So I've got my tile map here. I need to go and create a new tile set. What's also quite useful is to go and save it into your folder. Make sure you have the .trez on the end. I'm going to call it Pico 8 tiles. Now, nothing is in here. So on my tile set, it's all empty. So here. So I'm going to just drag my tile map in, and it's got an auto create. So I'm going to let it have a go at creating this tile set. And if you look here, it's got most, but when we zoom in, these tiles aren't matching up. So if we scroll down here, what we can see, these tiles are way too big. So let's bring them down to maybe an 8x8. That seems mostly right, but we've also got these little gaps. So I'm going to put some separation of 1 pixel. And it seems to have got most of them now. And we can also go and highlight all the different tiles we actually want to include. So we don't actually have to go and use every single tile. So you can just select the ones that you want. In this case, I'm going to highlight them all. So if I wanted to, I can use the erase and say I don't want any of these ones here because I'm just going to do my level. So I've got my base tiles. Always a good idea. As we're working, save it. Now, click on the tile set. We want to add some physics layers. So we want to add some collisions. I'm going to add an element, and we've got our default collisions layer. I'm not going to worry too much about these other sections. Now we need to go back on our tile set, go to paint. We're going to change the properties to physics. And if we have a look here, physics layer 0, it's got this rectangle. So this is an area that we're not going to be able to go through. So let's say I want these areas to be entirely solid. And maybe these ones as well. If we notice, those boxes are way too big. That is because on our tile set, on our setup, we'd still left those tiles to be 16 by 16. So I've gone and changed those now to 8 by 8. I don't want to be on the delete. Back onto the paint. Why are they still too big? I believe that's because I stored those larger than I needed to be, so I'm just going to shrink these down. Now you can see 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, so different positions. And we just paint over top of those with all of our areas, so you can see it's going a lot nice little sort of lighter blue. Oh, I want to get rid of that one. Now, if you've got an error, what we can do is we can actually also go and modify these positions to where we want them to be. So I've got a little zone here, and I might do one there as well. And then if I click on the other shape, I'm going to just drag these around. So this will take a bit of time getting some of these tiles set up. Make sure you paint over that original. And if you go through and work your way around, we basically get all of the tiles. And so any that you add these paint in the physics section, they're going to have solid areas for our collision. Now, back on the tile set, we painted all those in. We go jump onto Tilemap. We can use our paint tool. I zoom in here, and I select a tile. I can paint these in, and it will map in these different sections. If I select multiple, I can add more than one at once. So I can quite quickly paint a little level. I've got a pre-made player character, so I'm just going to drag my player in, and I'm going to press F6 to preview that scene. And because of how I've built this game, this camera is actually customized, so it's fixed in a certain location. So I'm just going to move my tile map around a little bit, and we can see our little character is stuck on that level. Then go back, jump back onto that tile map, choose something else to paint, paint all your details in. Now, if you haven't gone through and put all the collisions on them, you will be able to fade through them. So if there's no collisions already set, they are just see-through items.